So I'm getting broken in. I've just never really done it before, and I guess, and it's nothing that I want to do, but I find myself having to get involved with it because it's available to me, and it's like, it's either try this or sell out. What, Shauna? To try and rent my big space over there. And so I just had a run with somebody, an experience that is just a learning experience. And so basically, I'm getting broken in on the subject matter, the task of how to deal, literally deal, like, to work a deal with the narcissistic society. And so what just happened right now, though, is really weird because I saw red flags before the last thing that took place that just pretty much was like, it just made me allergic, I guess. You know how, like, you can get triggered, even though you're not a toxic person, but you can be triggered because somebody else is toxic. So that's it. This is just a test, and indeed, this particular person is just impossible. I mean, there is a lot of people are like that, and but they seem to afford it. Literally, is because they have money. Yeah, and if you need them, if you need it, if you want something from them, that's where you're in trouble with a narcissist in general, because otherwise there wouldn't be any trouble. No, you can just, your ship's passing in the night, you don't need them, you don't want them for anything. And so, but I don't mean it that way, like, well, and that's your fault for needing or wanting something from someone. No, the truth is that's just the way life is. We need people in our lives. We want them to be there in order to help us, whatever, scratch each other's back, maybe. See, now thanks for listening to all this. This is actually just straight up therapy. Here I am, August 14th, and I tried to get into my playful self being more, but now I'm contemplating something pretty intense, humbling, because I don't think this new thing that is being asked of me, which is to become somewhat of a business owner, renting my home out, becoming a landlord to some tenants, to come up with the contract, which I'm not saying I'm not incapable of coming up with the contract. In fact, I know right now, to date, because of this experience here, that it's mandatory. You have to. You'd be crazy not to do that and make it straight across. And then, of course, see, my experience is that these people, landlords, people that you're going to be paying rent to, well, first of all, you're paying first and last month's rent plus a cleaning deposit. For me would be $500 that I remember, $400 for the cleaning deposit, but you're paying first and last month's rent, which one time I was paying not much back then, but it was a beautiful deal for $500 a month up here. But boy, I'm sure it's up to $1,500 a month for that particular place, the same place. It's just that's the way times have changed. And I am not at all interested in running that kind of thing, because what we're getting, what can happen, and what you get the feeling is that people that have plenty of money that are going to rent, you figure, well, they're, a lot of people are up in the air, and so anyway, I just had this experience where it's hard to. tell, but now I'm just refusing to accept toxic people around me right now. I have no tolerance, I guess. And the story goes is that the first thing I noticed about this particular person that came in, and I really have nothing against her, babe, except for that she has something against me right away. I can feel the low life kind of frequency of the narcissist. And I don't know what to tell anybody here. Pardon my look, by the way. Um, I've never been so stressed out in my life. I have never been so stressed out in my life. Been putting some trippy videos on Facebook, and so I'm coming to terms. I'm deciding for myself some really pretty intense decisions. I mean, like, propositions that I'll never let people know, because you're not supposed to know people, let people in on ultimately, what you feel you should decide to do for yourself, really, I guess. And right, you just succeed and get busy doing what you need to do, and people can watch, and you can come from another place when it's authentically there. And so, but right now for me, I'm burdened with the main thing is this society that cannot help itself, that can't help each other because they're pretty much mentally ill. Yeah, and I'm being projected upon by the mentally ill. I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, and I'm like, screech, halt. This is not anything that I would choose. Like, I didn't control this into me, so I think it's bogus. I think that, I'm just kind of getting on top of it by I finally I've done a lot of work. It's way before 5 years ago that I've had to grasp that I might have to sell my home, my property, and leave. And that's something, a life decision that it it should be done by you, because it's time, and it's safe, and it's time too. And I was gearing up to do it. It's hard to explain, but I got the message from my higher self, even though there was nothing around me that would say, well, no, you better go now. It was like, hello, Shauna, I love you, and I know you're enjoying your sleep here on this plane. It was like a message. And I sat and I contemplated with this higher self, and I was like, but however am I going to do it? Who's going to help me, and how? And the main thing I can see is, well, you have to sell some property off to help you with your taxes, and then that's going to make you more comfortable. See, so you're not under such stress. Don't stress sell because it's just time. Now, I feel that there has been interference from other people that were helping me with that, but then they started to be fake love for me, a fake friend, and when really it's just a mental case there, and I can't tell you how devastating that's been for me. That I couldn't execute what I needed to do with the money that I was to get from the very property that I had sold, that would take care of some of the fact that I wasn't behind very much, I don't think. And I don't think it's much that I owe on my taxes. I need to go to court and talk about it, but boy, oh boy. So it's not anybody's business, but I don't know. I'm just talking in hopes that somebody gives me some advice about it. I mean, I think that see, for me, I don't know. I'll listen to it, but I'm already getting answers for myself. And but so I don't want to ruminate about the toxic people that change our lives for what seems like is the worst, they can be very harmful to the system, to your system, your mind, your emotional body, like your inner child. See, they want to fucking beat up and or like they want to torture your inner child. That if you have that part in you that can pull up out of it and say, no, I'm going to do it. See, this is something that needs to be understood more and more. And I think I've already made a video on it, but see, it's not being said more and more, but it should be, because this is what it is. It makes perfect sense to me because I know, because I have that inner child intact in me. I still do. That's what I'm fighting for right now. It's you. You see, I'm starting to feel the real live, and I can cry in front of your face about it. Grief that happens when you're throwing out your old self. But now, not really that. What I'm talking about is your inner child when when something is trying to destroy it and it's actually succeeding. And I didn't want to ruminate on it, but if I don't save myself here, like in silence by myself, kind of like as of now, and I won't post this until about, let's say, August 22nd. This is August 14th. Apparently, I'm gearing for my electricity to be turned off because I have no more refrigerator right now. I don't need electricity for that. And what else? There's something else that's weird that I need electricity for. It's like, well, but I don't have that either, so why do I need it? The refrigerator is a big thing. It seems like that's all that people want their generators to stay on whenever it goes off, whenever the power goes off up here. So I'm going through something really, again, it's a double whammy for me because I'm trying to ward off, I'm trying to ward off two toxic people. One of them is not letting go, that they are definitely a psychopath that wants to hang on in a little way because they know how harmful they can be and how harmful they are being towards me. I'm getting, my opinion, I'm getting progressively worse and worse. And only I know what I'm talking about because they can fuck with your head, and so you have to be careful of your head. And so for that matter, I'm not accepting them back in my life. I don't care how bad it gets here. I have to take it down to the floorboards. I'm trying to rent this place out, but it turns out, that person that came here, we couldn't work it out because they're not somebody that you can work things out with. I was trying to tell you. It's a narcissistic society out there, and it's like, whoops, ooh, I don't know how to deal with this except for I am learning that these little toddlers in adult bodies who are so self-important and they're going to rent from you and so the money thing. I don't even call it narcissism, really. It's just, well, you can't. I think this is where Christ Jesus says, screech, halt, babes, forgive these people because they don't know that money in the background is controlling them there. What is that a fucking, ooh, what are they doing with the children over there, the Epstein fire? You guys can't be transparent about this? Well, that's too bad. Fuck me. Fuck people like me. Sorry, and I don't mean that. See, a lot of people just don't really know who I am and how I am, and they can't handle that either, that I say fuck sometimes, come on, get some confidence and say fuck me every once in a while. I don't know. And I don't care. I'm going to keep posting these. I'm going to go on Facebook more and say, look, I have a 4-bedroom home that I pressure washed. It's beautiful. I think it's gorgeous what I'm offering. This person was actually fucked up. I don't know. Go ahead. I don't know. A lot of people are fine with living in their car now. I'm contemplating myself because, okay, is this the same video? Talking about how that, ugh, that's one of the things I think about. Is just, okay, so I'm going to try and rent this place first before I sell out and get an RV and just turn into one of those kinds of people. I think that something way better can happen. which is for me is to keep this place and have people rent this place out who actually look around and go, wow, Shauna, whatever you need done, I understand the money is going to go for. See, I need people to understand. See, this now narcissists, they don't want to understand because that's not their makeup. Their makeup is they're so much more important than understanding reality, truth, kindness, and sanity too. Now there's just so much going on, man. They're way more important and real than you, man. Oh, their money is going to, and I'm like, true, but not quite yet. See, that person couldn't understand that it's not quite yet that you're giving me hush money. The hush money is $1,800, Hans. And supposedly that's a good deal for the spread that I'm offering. That is if you like the outdoors spread and stuff like that. See, and the truth is I'm sacrificing a lot. If it was to be for strangers, I say fucking hell no. I want them to be able to hear me and say, look, and there's an apple tree in back. I need help making apple pies. And they say, oh, fuck, no problem. Sure, Shauna. See, the thing is it sounds like that I want to cling on and be. No, I'm totally capable of minding my own business. I just don't want a situation where nobody, like, okay, so I don't have anybody to talk to at all. This is fucked up, right? See, this right here, this part where you see that I need somebody to talk to. I need to get along with them. Is ruining my chances of just getting a straight up black and white contract. Who cares who it is? No. Here's where I'm at. What's stopping me from doing that black and white, just who cares who it is? Put the fence up. Fucking go ahead. It's $250 to store your RV here, and there is a pet cost. Like, right, there's a deposit for the pet. I can just run it down on the last month's rent plus the deposit and the pet cost thing, right? I can't do that until I fix the minor things that I have to fix up here, which will enable me to stay away from needing or thinking that I need the kitchen and the bathroom. See, what experiment went down just this last week, and this is August 14th, and this experiment has been happening. I ran it, and the thing is I guess they see they are a dysfunction person, so they couldn't hear what exactly I was saying. They continue to run a game of trying to get a deal, and I kept bending backwards, and they want me to go. See, they're a narcissist that wants me to go flat and to jump all over me now and take my place, and who knows what comes out of that, right? Fuck that. I didn't wait, but of course, it's all my fault that everything went awry. And it's like, no, no, they are doing gaslighting across the board. That's the truth. This person, oh, bad vibes, bad vibes. And so I'm not going to be inviting people from the 60s to rent my rooms here. I don't want anything to do. I think I've already talked about it here. Mm, I'm sorry if you're born in the 60s and you're listening to this. I don't say that it's you. I think that your generation is challenged, though, with something that is like possibly if it's programming. I'm picking up on something. It doesn't have to necessarily be from the 60s, but if you're born during a wartime thing where they're doing psyops and you either have like extremely narcissistic families or extremely narcissistic families. I don't know. There's like no fucking up in the middle. Like, well, we would rather not do any of that and just remain true love. I don't know what Woodstock was going on versus the extremely militant, like religious people that were following politics and like I said, military oriented. But that's all like fading away. Like I just sometimes I hear that song in my head by The Who. It's like talking about my generation. He says, "Why don't you all just fade away?" And see, you have to be careful because that's what's happening. And these people, they could be doing a death throw, and who knows what they're doing. Like they're entities in there that are just wanting to. Part of their death throw is to, um, who knows, if they're not as innocent as just uh, somebody who enjoyed the simple pleasures of life, but instead they were highly toxic. See, they had people in the background that abused them, right? And that's a natural thing. See, we're looking at total destruction of great people, good fucking intelligences. Right up the middle, I think there's a delicacy. It's like a creamy side. It's the good, and right here you have a generation of people doing the death throw. Their success is to stomp on these people and call them wrong. And then but then there's right over here is the younger people, younger than me, us people, who they're calling Generation Jelly. Just total spam. What the fuck do you think is left for any of us to do, babes? It's not going to be looking good. It's not looking good for a lot of us who are innocent, but are being driven because it's a loveless society. It's like water everywhere and not a drop to drink. And they're just so ready to attack somebody like me who just that all I want is a real presence there, somebody that knows how to love. We all need love in our life, right? But see, these people from the 60s, if they were born like especially in the mid 60s, but wasn't that the movement in the 60s? There was the free love, but it was really like have sex with everything and free sex and what's your name again? It wasn't love, right? Who knows, man? That whole like those people that were exposed to that, like I said, there's just an extreme. There's the militant Jesus that was completely isolated and thought that they were superior, but they were so fucking fake, it was unreal, man. And then there's the people that say man a lot and they're doing free love and taking LSD and it's like an orgy out in the field. And you can't say any of them were any better than anybody than each other. No, both of those people. I mean, there's probably a few people who are like, well, I would rather not do any of that. Can we just go humming a wow? I don't know, right? That's kind of me now. That's me. I mean, there are people that are kind of trying to just hit the middle zone rather than let's be narcissists getting a dog and complaining to other people because uh narcissists are a fucking problem, man. You cannot. See, I'm learning. I mean, I already kind of knew this, but it's like, ooh, ugh. I'm having to relearn how to just see. How about that bit where David Adest talks about, he says, and I got it. See, he came up with a new video that says, why, um, why do you go no contact with a narcissist? Why is that the only answer? And he came up with it about 20 minutes into it. But see, in the beginning, I was like, it's because they don't make contact to begin with. And that's what he said. Yep. See, they turn you into codependent because you're the one that wants the relationship to be real, and they can't they I don't know. What do you want from them? Did they hook you in? Something they pay you rent? Maybe I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. See, getting back to the rent thing, you don't have to have anything to do with those people, right? You just don't. That's what I want to do here. But see, unfortunately, I'm not ready for that right now. What I mean is, I have to invite people in here who understand that I keep going back to this, but it's not true. See, I'm willing to sacrifice. I already have sacrificed. See, this is what's kind of messing this first experience up. But no, she ended up being a bad vibe, and I lost tolerance. It was like too many red flags went up, and by the time some narcissists don't know that my third eye is open and that I can see it a mile away, man. It's just like, fuck it. And that's what I'm dealing with is a lot of narcissism out here in the rurals of Southern California. Woo! Might as well have said, oh, children of the corn, huh? Yeah, I'm dealing with fucking, it's the wild, wild west. And I don't know what to tell anybody now. I'm not going to tell people what I think I need to do. It's a big decision that will affect me for the rest of my life. But no matter what, whatever decisions I make, that's the call right now, and that's what I'm being really careful. I can't let just any mental case come and fuck my life up, and but they already did. That's basically it. I'm trying to get a love life going, and they don't know what that is. There's nobody there. There's a little child there that doesn't talk, doesn't know how to communicate. Whatever you do, don't dare say anything on this thing because you're giving yourself up. You're a nuisance. You like being rejected. I don't like that. I'm going mad. You know what I mean? And it's like, Shauna, well, why don't you just pick yourself and go? And it's like, well, you don't really know. Um, I don't know. I feel like I am going to. See, I'm putting my neck out more. It's going to happen in time. I'm going to come up with the right advertisement that says, look, it's a good deal. But they have to understand that it's a good deal because I might have to take a shower. See, there has to be people. See, I thought that this woman was perfect for that, and it seemed like she was, but she flipped on me, and then it's my fault. And it's just that's not the truth. She keeps gaslighting. And it's like, and she keeps wanting to reduce me down. And it's like, well, how long is this going to go? And she keeps testing, and it's like, fuck this person. You know what I mean? When you start seeing that, I don't know. I've dealt with it a lot. I see it up here. I don't know. I'm not really willing to go the full shebang with these people, whatever that might be. But there's already a shebang that has been happening, and I'm trying to protect myself, and I think I'm doing an all right job. I'm fine. The thing is that I can feel for these people after a while because of the struggle they're going through, how ill their presence is, and how it ends up that they might always have this falling out with people. See, I'm not really doing that. I'm just isolated here. I don't see a narcissist can have like a string or a circle that they just choose any one and they put the other one down when it's not supplying them anymore. And it's like, whoa, that could have been like somebody really awesome, but you can give a fuck. And see, you don't need that kind of person in your life. You just want to keep your circle small and genuine to who you are. Do they celebrate? Can they help you out? See, I do have some people that have been getting back to the beginning where I'm saying, well, I'm being broke in, I'm getting a crash course. And I'm seeing, of course I am. It's stupid of me, right? But I'm not really. See, it's because I'm not prepared and I don't know how to word the stupid fucking contract. House to rent, but I might have to use the shower. I need a hot plate. I might need to cook on the oven, which I just didn't do. This person doesn't know that I actually put myself out to try and make her comfortable. But I thought that she knew that that's why the price was going to be the way it was. But see, I lowered anyway. It's water under the bridge now, as far as I'm concerned. She can't. I don't see any chance of working anything out with this person because, um, first of all, I don't want to. Unfortunately, the personal reason, she's not paying me enough to ignore that she's a fucking toxic wreck. that she has, well, drinking and smoking and doing politics. How about that? It's none of my business, babes. If she would just agree, see, so getting back to this need, I guess I have to go get therapy, right? I have to get free therapy, which is the only reason why we go get therapy is because it's a sounding board. They talk back to us as if there was somebody there having a conversation. Yeah. 95% statistical studies have shown for 250 years since psychological um, therapists have been available to us. That means your relationships are failing, by the way. You don't know how to take care, but now it's time to go to a therapist. It's like, well, what's going on? Well, they say, this is the truth, 95% who have gone in, who have been asked, well, why do you come here? Do you mind me asking why you seek therapy? They said, because I just want somebody to talk to, somebody that will listen and respond. How fucking pitiful is that? So I have yet to go. I'm gonna go just to talk to somebody, and then I'm gonna ask them, "Do you know that?" I mean, I don't know. See, it's interesting to see their. Well, this one chick was saying, "Well, they have holistic therapy," and this is what I'm being mangled by. The neighbors are giving me brain damage. My so-called this guy that in my life he's a mental case. The poor person. I feel sorry for these people. But why? They will never feel sorry for you. There's nobody there to feel sorry for anybody. And they don't think you're there either. That's the thing. It's like, watch out now. When they get older, they're gonna do a death throw, and they're just gonna want to fucking try and get anything and anybody to play to exploit them, and that's what I'm dealing with the people from the '60s. They want to exploit me. Yeah, and I'm like, no, I need support, and I don't have none. Yeah, and a lot of people don't, right? I mean, come on, Shauna, don't you take care of yourself already yet? Well, I'm trying. I will. I have been. I have. You know what? Compared to a lot of people, seeing how that I was able to financially stay secure up until around about the age 47 or 46, meaning I was able to make that $300 every month. Fuck, really kind of like that because I've been up here in these mountains. Fortunately, I did my walkabout up here. I rented houses. I worked for 12 years straight, even more. Same company, I got up to $15 an hour, 8 hours a day. And I worked the floor. In other words, I had a life. Look, this is. See, now, one of the things I wanted to talk about, and I'll try to talk about it here and make it a long video, and if it cuts out, sorry about that. I wanted to talk about just, how society really is with how that it seems that when a narcissist, I guess, when they get older and older, they accumulate so much memory from the past. Now, the main thing to look out for is the one that collects memory that is negative. So recently, my observance of this one it's a classic narcissist, spiral down narcissist, one that gains attention through some. All they are is looking for attention. There isn't anything that they're doing um, that doesn't spell eventually that they get a supply of attention. It seems it's true, and that's why any interaction with them, especially if you have to, it's the pits because they're gonna try and hook your nerves into um, them. They don't want your kindness and love. They want your agitation, frustration. They want to torture you, basically. Yep, that's it. That's the truth. They want to eat your energy through your nervous system, through your discord, through your anxiety. they can manufacture it. See that part in the movie right there when you talk about it, that's why we have videos on it. That's because they're really dangerous. They are lethal. It's horrible because it's kind of blooming right now, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, with the planets in Leo kind of thing, it could be doing that. You have to watch out for the shoddy communications. See, they're making a big deal about the Mercury conjunct Jupiter right now, but it's like, oh no. No, that could be a big fat lie. Watch out. It's hard to manifest the higher frequency, the good vibes, the really best qualities out of anything anymore with in the astrology, um, with how that the 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 scape is geared, programmed through fear and negativity. Sorry it took me so long, but I'm just trying to find this word to explain the human ecology, the entire makeup, which is more and more being influenced by something that makes them more and more narcissistic. I mean, we're talking about the spiral down, sadistic, sociopath, sadomasochist kind of thing. They can easily go right into psychopathy if they are made fun of enough and tortured enough, kind of a thing. That's a big thing. Just watch out. It's like a contest right now. Who could drive who crazy and rake each other under? Well, no thanks. I'm protected because I'm chosen here. Don't try me. Please don't. Eventually, though, I don't know. We would like to think that we're going to get a donation after we make this video, but see, when it comes that it's the same people that, oh, these are your real friends. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Kim Cass, if you're still watching. I know you guys are busy. Hi, Patsy. These people that have bothered to send a little cash money. Uh, some of them too much. You give too much. All I'm looking for is just to buy a coffee, really. Like if 15 people did it, really, I know how hard it is and how pathetic it seems, right? I keep asking and asking. You have no idea how who cares, right? One day I won't have to ask for it. See, I'm getting really close to trying to getting successful about renting my house out. There's just some technicalities that I'm wondering, is this fully impossible? And I say, no, 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 I have to make this work. Otherwise, I have to sell. So this is August 14th, 2026. I'll put this ahead a little bit. My birthday is next month, and I'm going to ask for help now. I'm going to say, hey, I don't do this. I never have done this. Well, see, a lot of people don't know where I'm coming from. I've been a hermit in the mountains. I've been hermited on top of being hermit. It's like, I don't mind being hermit. I get a lot of artistic stuff done. I really get things done that I can share. You should have a little time for yourself, but see, I've been that way naturally, and I do have a lot that I can share from there that I just concentrate on everybody should experience the Pisces world in the positive way, which is the behind closed doors kind of sensation. It's like you're going to let yourself go into your own imaginative world and write poetry or read poetry, or just pour a cup of hot tea and make that good cookie and sit with yourself and be in your own it's like the ocean. It's like the water signs where, yeah, Pisces. I'm talking about it because my Jupiter's there, and I was trying to tell you how. No, this is a very spiritual aspect or sign, and the thing that I've been going through recently is just it's spiritual warfare. I'm being attacked. It is, and the thing is some of my attackers or predators or really stalkers, people that have targeted me, People who are trying to hook a cord into me and suck me of my energy and get me to be what they want me to be, project on me. They just can't succeed. They can't do it. And I have done nothing to these, I mean, I've done nothing to these people. If anything, I was trying to be nice to them and they don't like it. They see that there's a genuinely nice person who has energy and they want to fuck it up. Fucking minute 40. And that is exactly kind of how it goes. See, and it goes wherever it's happening, right? The money world is full of it, I think. Right? It's like the big shark eats the little shark kind of thing. It's like, no, I'm not playing that game. Sorry, I don't do money. Not there. So what are you doing? You know, what are you battling here? So you think I'm a bum, huh? I've never met so many impoverished people than these people up here that have money, that don't know how to live, they don't know how to treat people, they are prejudiced against blacks. Oh, right now it's against poor people. Oh, it's just, getting back to that generational thing where now you were probably abused in the 60s when you were just toddlers. You were taught something, you got an impression about money, about materialism at that time, which is what? Just, ew, you don't even know, like, how jealous people, envious people, backstabbers, people that pose as being friends up front, but they go away from the party or the barbecue just talking, oh, did you see what blah, 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 and how they wear, and they just, right? And for narcissists, they love it. They like negative attention, but see, nobody's gonna really talk about it. It's more like I am the one who garnishes the attention. I brought it all in. Barbecue, pinatas, holidays, and all. Yeah, they're big on the holidays. They're big on birthdays. See, I'm asking people to be big on my birthday only because I don't have anybody in my life. I've never really, I've sat quietly up here just think, okay, well, all right. I need things before winter time, and that's when it's about coming on. September 26th is my birthday. If anybody ever thinks about it, I need a hot plate. Fuck. Sorry, I'm acting like a kid, right? It just says, I have needs. Hey, just help me out. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm just more creative. I don't chase money. I did it up here, babes. I'm trying to. This one woman didn't want to work anything out with me. She was really bent on. I don't know. There's something going on with some people unconsciously that they're just going to work it out on me. And I'm just going to have to sit there and go, okay, whatever. But I was really hoping that this would work out, because I have a little bit that I need to get done here. But there's all these fucking people that are just, they have an issue. It's not really me. They're not doing love, though, and I don't want lust. I don't want obsessed people. Babes, this is difficult. I don't have anybody. I'm gonna be fine. What's gonna happen is that I'm gonna lose these people out of my mind. I'm just, see this person, they're still here moving around. It's like, whatever, you guys. You don't know that I'm capable of loving you people, but I guess they don't like it. So fuck off, man. Fuck you people. I don't want to be dragged down into your stupidity and be beat by experience there. No. Fuck off! Is there anybody here that can hear me? Here's the promise, is when I finally get wise enough and just do it. See, I have to do it. I have to. This is so difficult, but I have to keep advertising. I don't want this mental case in my life. Casey, bye. You're not in my life anymore because you're cuckoo. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Sorry, I bet that's what happens with you people, but we can't afford it. Nope, you have no right to my life. Nothing. It's been hell. I'm trying to get out of it. And then, but this person falls through because guess what? She's the same fucking mental case. Same fucking weirdness. Just, what's the same there is somebody who can't really be there. What's the same there is that It's somebody who, because they're not really there, there's nobody to appeal to. They're not looking for you. They're looking for what you can get them or give them. And that's demeaning after a while. It's fucked up because maybe you really need a responsible interaction, one that can be like alive, right? And they never show up for that. You'll see. It's just and if you haven't been hit by it before, but boy, you're now is where I tell you women, could you just kick back a bit? And did you know that men? I'm sorry. I don't like to sound like this. I don't. I'm not a biased person, but see, because women can be just as fucked up. This is what I'm dealing with. This one was a supreme fucking gaslighter. Oh, is it narcissism? Sorry if I keep going in a loop, but it's important that you kind of go through this. Start thinking, please. Please. Is it narcissism or is it just the money system that sends people into this like, I'm going to get a deal, but I'm not going to give a deal. Yeah, I want a deal, but I'm not going to give a deal. So how do you expect them to give a fuck about giving you a deal if you can't? You know what? I think you people need to learn that that right there was never your idea. And you shouldn't care to be good or bad at it. Just try to do something with it. Set your job aside now. Where are people? Try to get back with people. You fucking create a balance somehow. It shouldn't be your whole life that you're a moneymaker and you claim to be, I am a salesperson. You're not a real person. There's a balance to be made. You know what? Women know this better than men, I think. They know it's like, no, you get what you need, you come home, and that's what it's for. You pay your bills, and you're like, thank God, and oh, I get so much time. See, now people just don't give a fuck. They don't have any time for themselves, so they don't. There's nobody there that cares to have time. They have time to kill other people over, literally. Okay, so I gotta go over here to my place that I can't live at, but then I'm gonna go kill the neighbor and throw a bomb at her. Shame, shame, shame on you people. You're the ones who have a reputation to worry about too, maybe? I don't know. See, if it's what I detect, the reason why it's like, no, Shauna, it's okay, Shauna, it's okay. Sell out. There you go. And this is a little carrot. God is holding it. Now you have ancestral wealth. Just sell out. Come on, come and get it. Come on. Okay, why? Why? Because those people, you got to get away from them. It's time to want people, that you need people, and they're not here in this town. But are they in the world? I've already made a kind of a version of this fucking 8 years ago with my first video, and I'm like, friends? Where are friends? It seems like that I can attract some people in my life that can be a friend. How fucked up is the ecology around you? Does that person that come to your door, like what I have coming to my door, that just wants more, what? They want to torture me more. They know that I've ended up not liking them. There's more bad feelings. See what's happening is that I'm I'm going for the breadcrumbs. It's worked. I hate to sound like this. I hate to even look like this. So I'm doing the best I can to get very little passive income, which I think it could be a lot. But having these mental cases in my life, they're not thinking at all in the terms of like how I needed to get it going. I've been see, it's not really that. Sorry, it's not that. It's not that. Here's where I'm at. I've had enough. I've had enough. I can't do it anymore. See, what what this one mental case shows me after so much abuse in my life, them limiting me, stealing from me in many ways. They show me that, okay, so now it's getting down to the wire. I will have nothing to do with them, not sexually. It's been no way. That was a disaster. But they're still stringing me out. It's a disaster because they use it as a drug. Sorry about this, but personal life, and this is why I will never go there again. It's like I guess you will have to experience that and then say, oops, no. I didn't experience it until later in life. I've always had sexual partners with whom, first of all, we were able to be friends. I know that sounds weird, but these people from the 60s have maybe a problem with that. See, I could help them. I think that one person I did help, to tell you the truth, I had to. I wish to attract people who are younger than me in my next project. I want nobody from the 60s. I think that you guys should think about, I hate to say it, but I don't know what you guys are going to do. Anyway, make a righteous sacrifice or something. Stop spinning your wheels. I think we all should think about that. You know what I mean? Why do we think that we have to be so sheltered and then just turn to rot and then never be heard of again or about? Just talking, folks. So, with this opportunity that I think I need to advertise more. Now, some people know personally why it's difficult for me right now to just let anybody in. Getting back to my Piscean Jupiter, I would rather people not. See, it's like this. It's like this. I have a China business that starts to peak right around October, November. It's an analogy, but it's true. This is my life, and I would rather have that life than I don't want to shut that life down just because I need money, a few $1,000s. Ugh. It's spiritual warfare, and they want to take away my medicine. I'm a medicine woman. They want to take away every possibility. Nobody even knows who I am. I don't care. I don't care. See, what I care about, though, is when people do try to come around here and they project on me and they're not capable of learning or even speaking to each other. Why would I want that on my property? Here's why. Because they're giving me $1,800 first and last month rent, $600 deposit, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to aim for that more. Basically scooping my brains out and just getting rid of it and saying, see, as a landlord, see, it's giving up my entire spread, and this is a fucking really hard move for me. I would rather have people that can get along, but I'm looking at a broken society, and it's coming at me, and I'm like, whoops. Go get therapy, Shauna, and try to work with the broken society the way that you know you can, but go get therapy. Go to that broken person. You know, those people, I'm just curious. It's like, okay, so what are these people doing? Like, what have they healed that now that they think they can fucking heal me? I doubt it. Did you know that the fucking the most amazing narcissists are fucking psychologists and these doctors that they just skim the surface of people and they have a clinical, like, academic fucking thing to try and shove down your throat. Sometimes, I don't know. Babes, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work that, oh, now I'm just going to go find some random fucking person over there to take care of what really you should have worked it out with you fucking each other. You fucking. I'm fine. I'm going to be fine tomorrow morning. I want nothing to do with you, Casey. I don't want anything to do with that person that was just here, Kathleen. No, you people are little children that need to go somewhere else. You don't pick on anybody like me, babe. You're looking in a mirror and you're trying to fucking destroy a beautiful person here. Because you cannot see yourself, you don't see me. Sorry, I'm out of here. Bye-bye. I'm gonna fucking sacrifice a lot. I will be moving away from you people. Not worth it here. I just have to decide to do it on my own. And I will be repaying every single person who paid me on social media here, because it meant a lot to me when they finally did go through the trouble. Tina, I don't know where you went. You think I'm fraud or something? No, you'll be paid back by me. I know that you don't want it, right? I know Kim Cass doesn't want me to pay her back, but that's just who I am. I am so tired of not being able to be who I am. Oh my God. Hi, Patsy, and I know that you know too. I think that you've been a lot too. I can hear it, and but I think we're all different, right? And so, but anyway, it's really tough being attacked all the time and trying to maintain a good energy. It's really tough. I wish the best for us all, but I'm going to do the right thing and stay away. I have to. And I have to keep advertising. No, that person is that person. You wish you can get restored from having thought that somebody was actually there, but you can't. You just have to clear away from it.